Chris Father Gil Brown is with us once again. Yesterday, you took me back in time to probably some of the worst, also some of the best days of my life. The dive bar and the strip bar. And I've told you off air the story of Lachar. Long story short for the listeners, spent a lot of money on Lachar, the exotic Lachar. Week after week after week, sexy dancer. I had a little crush on Lachar. On her last day, she revealed to me that Lachar wasn't very exotic at all. It's Rachel backwards. Anyway, back to the show. Chris Father Gil Brown is with us from youtube.com/that'srank, and your focus is on food.
That's right. And just wrapping that up really quickly, you can always bring back memories of Lachar for that $6 by getting your hands on that dive bar, John. Don't forget that that's an option. But we're moving on to today, and I want to ask you the question. How angry do you get when your McDonald's French fries are cold?
Not very, because I worked at McDonald's for a long time and I understand how that happens. But by and large, I think McDonald's does fairly well. The fries are typically pretty hot.
If you got them cold, would you take any steps to get it rectified? Would you ask for a fresh batch, maybe speak to the manager, write an email to corporate, anything like that?
If I'm in the restaurant, yes. If I've gone through the drive-thru, I'm not going to bother.
Let's imagine they were really, really cold. Would you take any steps?
What you're saying here, Chris, is I'm way too freaking nice.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
All right, Chris, you know what? Damn it. The next time my fries are cold, I am going to raise hell on Twitter.
Okay, well, you're headed in the right direction, but you're not quite to where I need you to be yet. But that's okay.
Okay.
The problem here, John, might be that you're a normal human being, because I don't imagine I would take any steps differently than you. But you know what? That's why we're all our own
put
unique...
me through that nightmare, you bugger.
But we're all our own unique creatures, right, John? Like, none of us are wired the same way. So your way of handling it doesn't line up with Antoine Sims, age 24, of Kennesaw, Georgia.
Oh, please tell me about Antoine Sims, age 24, of Georgia.
I will.
Okay.
He got cold French fries, and he was pretty upset about it, which, I dig. Cold French fries are, frankly, the cold McDonald's French fries of the fast food world.
They're French fries, not French cubes. Yes.
Yeah. So Antoine asked the staff to fix it. And this is the part where I get a little bit confused, because apparently the staff refused. Now, I've had issues with my McDonald's food more times than I can count, and no point has the staff ever refused to fix it. Does that feel off to you as well?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I figured you were my guy to talk to since you worked there, but they almost always just, yeah, cool, I'll get you a new one. Like, no problem.
Yeah, every time.
Right. So maybe it was his tone. I don't know. Either way, they weren't getting the issue of the cold fries resolved, so Antoine did the only thing he could, and he called 911.
It's insane when people do this.
This is a happy story, John. So, officers responded to the scene, and I believe this is the part of the story where Alanis Morissette could add a lyric to her song Ironic. In fact, you know what? Let's try it. See how this works out here. Mr. Antoine Sims cold McDonald's fries. He called for a manager, but they didn't hear his cries. Dialed 911. The officers came, had a murder warrant for his arrest, and this is his 15 minutes of fame.
But were you thinking of him when you... never mind. When you had a Big Mac attack is what I wanted to say.
Yes, John. So when the officers showed up, they got his side of the story along with the folks in the store, and the cops to this point had pieced together who he was. Mm-hmm. And body cam footage shows that he was shaking and quite nervous when the officers asked him to go back inside and sign an acknowledgement of the events as they happened. So as he's signing, he asks them if he's under arrest. The officers ask, why do you feel that way? And he says, well, he's a little afraid of them because he just did 3 years in jail. And he asked them again, am I under arrest? And the officers tell him that he is. So he shouts, but I'm the one who called the police. And the cop says, well, you probably shouldn't do that when you have a warrant.
Yes.
So Buddy just flew out of the store. He was captured about 20 minutes later. So wrapping this up, do you figure the food where he's going is going to be much improved over the cold fries that he had today, John?
No.
No, I have a feeling he's in for a lot worse in the near future, and maybe he should have saved that phone call for
3 years there would have known that.
Absolutely. Not the finest moment for Mr. Antoine Sims, but maybe that's why he's where he is. And yeah.
The only disappointing thing about that story, Chris, is that it didn't happen in Florida. That surprises me.
I'll track down one next week for you.
All right. There you go. Yeah, Florida. Oh, Florida food stories.
That won't be hard. Florida.
I know. Chris has got a great YouTube channel. It's everything to do with food and fun stories just like that. It is so worth subscribing to, just so you get the latest episodes pushed to your phone automatically. Go to youtube.com/that'srank.